All right, guys, what's up? Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back to another live session. So, for those of you tuning in on YouTube, as usual, be sure to check out the disclaimer. Remember that day trading is risky business. Risky business indeed. Remember, copy trading does not work. Remember to go small first. Utilize simulators, small share size. Get competent before exposing yourself to a ton of risk. And lastly, I do not invest for my subscribers, so be careful of fake accounts. I will never message you first. So there's 3 stocks that I'm looking at here today, including my voice is already cracking. Jeez. GLMD, PRTG, and MLGO. I'm seeing some others are being mentioned. I can check out the other one, OMEX, I believe it is. Well, these are my top stocks for now. And I'll post that to the alert section here as well. Guys, my back feels so much better. It's like I feel like a new man here today. Turns out all I needed was 4 nights of sleep to be back in full form, or at least close to full form, from not being able to walk almost a couple days ago. It's pretty crazy. But anyhows, the stocks that we have up today, I mean, they look decent. GLMD up 60%, currently at 250. We did have pre-market highs up at 330, so it pulled back a little bit. But as of right now, it looks all right. We were at rest. The daily chart, the 200 EMA is up at 389, so that gives us a little bit of room to the upside if we are to break over the pre-market highs. Daily resistance potentially at 350 as well. We gapped up and sold off March 17th of this year, so a level to keep an eye on. So over 330, perhaps we can see 350, but potential resistance, and that as well as 389. So over 389 and 4, that's where this thing could really bloom. If we open up. So we'll see. GLMD looks all right. We've traded this one a couple times before. Hopefully today we can see some strong opportunities. As you guys know, it's been pretty slow. And so, even today, a big part of the game plan is taking it easy. And I really and truly want to respect my instincts. Now, for the sake of the morning show, I don't want to shut it down in the first 5 minutes if nothing is good. But I do want to size down extremely low and and proceed with extreme caution to not to not go red. I think that's the biggest thing, is to avoid going red at all cost here. Right, so again, that's GLMD. I'm gonna make sure to start up my screen recording here so I don't forget. I gotta always try to remember to start up my screen recording. It's been a struggle with the recordings, but we're back on track. PRTG, this one is up 36%, 5 million shares of volume. It looks okay, but definitely not the best looking stock we've ever seen. In fact, typically I wouldn't want to be looking at a stock like this. So it would, just that being said, unless this one really takes off and is like supernova, I don't want to really get caught up into it. It's made a move recently on the daily chart, so it's a bit of continuation, but we've also been fairly weak on the daily chart as well. As in, we've pushed up and yeah, we've pushed up and sold off a couple times. I got the foam roller. I got the foam roller right here, but the foam roller doesn't do me any justice. I think what I can do is make a masseuse and or both a chiropractor a more defined part of my routine. I think that probably will help out the best. And the deep tissue massage, So yeah, PRTG, again, unless this one is really good, I'll be taking it easy. And then there's also MLGO, which is a little bit more pricey as well, around this $10 area. This one maybe could be good. We've seen some good moves out of MLGO. Today would be the first daily candle to make a new high for about a week. I think, yeah, the 21st is where we had the last good move from 8 to 16, which was pretty good. So it would be nice to see this one be strong today. Something that I want to keep in mind as well, right? That, there's 40 seconds to the open. I want to keep in mind that if it happens to be hot today, the small chance that it is, that we got to be ready. Got to be ready to, put forward a good effort here and be aggressive. Because if we're too passive in a hotter day, we're not going to perform to the best of our abilities. So I'm looking to take it easy, very small share size, taking it slow into the open, not looking to be super aggressive. Looking to take it slow, take it easy. I'll watch MLGO. I refuse to be caught off guard today. So the low is at 26, the high is at 64. So far, so good. MLGO. Trying 82. Can we see back over the whole dollar? No, we cannot. Red $3 here to start. OMEX. I'm going to take a look here. It has piqued my interest. This one is also a continuation. We did have a good setup there to start. GLMD is, it's looking okay. I want to see over 2, but it needs to be a quick move here. 99. Can we push through? There are a few sellers. Guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, by the way. So OMEX up 24%, 36 million shares of volume. There's a seller at 91, 164,000 shares. We'll see how it does here on this pullback. First red candle after the first 3 minutes. This stock definitely seems pretty liquid. Could be pretty good, so looking forward to building a good rhythm here. Watching at yesterday's highs as well for support. See, this type of setup, I'm very tempted to take massive size here. But it's early, and I want to build a cushion, or at least get a bit of a rhythm going. But I don't want to take size here. At least like 6,000 shares kind of size. At least. FFAI, there's a couple other ones hitting. The key though is to break over this seller here. Can we see $2 again here overtime? Wait, what? What did I do? I'm short? Holy smokes. I guess I hit the wrong hotkeys there. How much size did I have? Okay, that's fine. So that's a good trade. We're holding up the support, which is good. And NAAS, how's it look? Looks like it's halting up. Maybe we get a surprise move here. Not a great fill. Sometimes you get that like extra tick when you buy, you know. Can we see over 2 here eventually? Now resumption is in 3 minutes. The volume was increasing before the halt, but only 100,000 shares. Not a lot. Bit of chop right there. There's a massive seller now. 385,000 shares at 93. A minute 50 seconds to that resumption. NNAS, we're at 275. $17 seconds to that resumption. Oh, that seller's walked down the ladder. Can we buy up those shares? There's now almost 500,000 shares, 82. Wow, I'm surprised as to how easy it got bought up. There's not going to be a dip here with these bids. And NAAS. Nice move for NAAS. Trying to hold dollar here. Trying 90. Lows 80 there. Can we see over 3 again? Adding again. There's over 3. It's been a while since we added like that. But only added to 3,000 shares. 1,000 share blocks. That was a good dip. And the highs at 30. Here, I'll pull it on the screen in a sec. I'm going to size down the half size. I'm back in at 04. Can we see 30 on NAAS? There's 20. And there's a small seller. Okay, there's over 20. Okay, there's 30. I should have held to where I thought it could have went. Out prematurely. Damn. There's a small bit at 16. False breakout. Oh, it's still trying. Can we see over 50? Oh my gosh, come on. I gave that more than enough time to hold above 30. So it's going to end up being a false breakout. You see, that doesn't usually happen in a strong environment. Like, well, once we take the highs right there, there's no looking back to any lower levels again. Time 1 minute. There's a good sized bid. And it's not propping us up. I want to be careful of it flushing down here. Come on. All right, this is cool. So I'm going to be watching the 5-minute setup here. And I'm willing to add at least one more time. As long as it doesn't take me into the abyss. Into the depths of no return. Taking the ad, tight stop. My average didn't really come down that much though. What did I get? Like 80? I tried for 81. I probably got a little higher than that. Okay, fine, fair, whatever. I'll be holding this trade for some time. It's either gonna go or it's gonna stop me out. Nothing complicated. $313 is the VWAP. We'll see how it does when it gets there. Or I guess 308 actually. Can't make this up. Well, okay. All right. Bro, what type of market is this? We didn't even look at the lows right there. It's just straight down to 60. Well, in hindsight, I would have sold all at 306. Oh my gosh. At least I took something off, but come on. You know, like for a target right there, I'm thinking like 325, 330 minimum. Come on. You know, we are below the VWAP, but we've seen these type of stocks where it just so happened that the 5-minute pullback happens to be a little lower. Right, so I thought it was fine. That is brutal. Brutal. This right here is where I would leave if I'm not live streaming. I'd be gone. So I need to be careful here, right? I'm red, 160 bucks, which is a scratch trade. Like I'm not liking what I'm seeing here. So I need to be extremely cautious moving forward. Lows were 57. Stock got back to 75. Can we see over 3? Can we see over 3? 90. And I'm out early again. Okay, there's a bit of a stall there. That's fine. It still has potential, but you know that type of sell-off is not ideal. Not ideal. It's fair. That's fair. I hesitated there for that entry. See, I start looking at the chart right there, and I'm like, bro, why is the chart looking so bad here? And I didn't, jump back in. Not quite over 3. Will the third time be the charm? If it holds above 3, it could be pretty good. Can we hold? Can we break and hold? Can we break and hold? Can we break and hold? Not quite. Well, oh, maybe. It's a little choppy here though. Oh my gosh. Was this market, man? It feels like it's just playing with me here, like it's just toying with me. What is this, bro? We got 310 and then 93 immediately. We'd never see those type of things in a hot market, like never. The stock would be at 330 already. It's all over the place. It seems like the kind of stock that if it does go, it could be pretty good. What's it gonna be? What is it gonna be? So far, we're seeing resistance here. There is a bit of a range right now, but it seems like we have the resistance strong at 3. Bro, at the very last moment where I'm thinking the stock is ready, the false breakout is coming like at the very end. Alright, maybe that's the day because nothing is looking good. Bro. You definitely got to be pretty patient if you're going to go till 4 p.m. You might need a candle or two to close above the VWAP. See, the problem with that is if the stock ends up being strong and then I'm waiting for a candle or two to close above VWAP, it's like the stock is already at the highs. Sub 50, sub 50. Oh man, like this market, man. It will take another couple weeks at this rate for us to see better momentum. PRTG. I'm gonna switch over to it. A lot much better. Bro, what is to fill? Bro, what's my accuracy today so far? Like what? 10%? Like, again, like it's just not the day. On a normal hot day at this time, we're already up nicely and just, taking it easy. The bulk of our profits will come in the first 15 minutes, first 30 minutes, first 40 minutes, and then it kind of dwindles down a little bit from there. So for those people who trade the first 2-3 hours, the first hour, if you're trading the first hour, especially, it's like the day is basically done, right? If you're trading the first 3 hours, now maybe something can come at 11 a.m., maybe 10:40 market time. This is the type of market to be on a vacation, and then just maybe managing your portfolio. That's it. And you know what's funny? At this time last year, at this same exact time frame, I was saying the same thing. Now, it doesn't mean that it'll be cold next year, April, but for some reason, April this year and last year, it's been slow. And then you know what? I think it was FFIE. FFIE is what I think came in May, like May 15th, May 16th or something, or maybe the 18th was FFIE, and then it was hot from like that day till December, till January, really. Yeah, there'll be some colder days, slower stuff, but rolling with the punches. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And if you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. I'll go live every weekday around 9:15 a.m. market time. No, I did not write you on Discord, so be careful of fake accounts in the chat room. I do not message anyone first, so be careful of fake accounts. Bro, these people have nothing to do and all day to do it. So then they resort to scamming, stealing, fraudulent. These are the people that I need to catch on my worst red day, and I want to catch them in a phone booth where there's no running, no hiding, just these hands. Imagine spending your time just trying to scam people every day. Like, what a life you're living. Must be some special life. It looks like there's a fake Big Steve account as well. My goodness. Aye, aye, aye. They will not stop, brother. Just remember, we will never message you first. We will never ask you guys to send us any personal information. We'll never ask you to click on any links. We do not use WhatsApp. We do not use Telegram. We do not talk about Bitcoin. We do not talk about any crypto coins. These are all the like scams that they're trying to use to get people. Yeah, this meme in the chat room is funny. Yeah, that's hilarious. Check out the chat room, guys, if you're not already in there. I'll post the link. The chat room never sleeps. Even on the weekend, we're here. You know, back in the days, we used to do weekend hangouts every now and again. You know where I get the idea of the phone booth? I see these Russian boxing matches where it's like just bare knuckles straight in the phone booth. Like there's just no way you can escape. You know, it's like you gotta face your destiny in there. I got into boxing back in a little bit of like the Floyd Mayweather stuff. Of course, like Mike Tyson. And now you got the New Age boxers as well, which is, I guess, more entertaining than anything. Here's the link for the chat if anybody wants to join. So in the next 30 minutes when I'm out of here on the YouTube stream, if you guys want to check out the chat room, you can. What if they're stronger than me and I'm stuck in the phone booth? Nah. There's no way. Bro, the amount of ferocity that I'd go into that match with. EMAs, I have the 200 EMA on the daily chart, and then the VWAP on the 1 and 5 minute. And you can see how he kind of came to the VWAP here a couple times and rejected it. Doesn't always respect the levels up or down as in for support or for resistance, but sometimes. When will you interview Save, my idol? The interview with Save has already been recorded and is currently being edited. I did see some feedback questions and comments. So like there's a new round of interviews coming, right, that I'm gonna do with the chat room members. People who are profitable, people who are not profitable, people who are in between. I'm gonna open up the floor for anybody who wants to take an interview. Because there's half the students, they don't want to go on the camera for the interview. I'm wrestling with like 5-6 students to get an interview, and there's like, for one reason or another. So I'm gonna open up the floor to the entire chat room. Oren, as I already mentioned, he also wants to do an interview, so we'll probably start with him and then we'll go. But what I'm thinking to do is to switch up the format a little bit. I'll do some more research and get more interesting questions to ask, and I think I'll switch it up to where I just have a conversation, because right now I kind of follow a list of questions. I think I'll just have a conversation and go, right? Like hanging out with Beat a Story, man. That guy is like a natural at the podcast stuff, and I guess maybe that's what comes with the experience over time, right? But he goes no questions, nothing. He's just coming to talk with you and have a good time, and it just flows like pretty smoothly. So AGMH, let me take a quick look. How about Tesla, right? Yeah, AGMH. Bro, I gotta pull up the penny stock scan over here, bro. This is twice in a row, I forgot. Well, we went from 5 cents to 8 cents. This is a pretty powerful move. No doubt Spartan is up big. Easy 10K day. There's some traders in the chat, they only look at these stocks like very closely. This type of stock is 250,000 shares, is, as in like decent size. We're in such a slow market that for me mentally to use 250,000 shares here will feel too heavy. So like a rookie trader, I'm gonna only start with like 25,000, like baby boy size. One extra zero. Okay, there we go. If I feel slippage, I'm gonna size down. If not, I'm gonna go up more. There's a flat top right now. Eight, 9, 8. Do you see a retest? Well, this could be fun. This one could be fun. might have this sauce. False breakout. Bro. Nah. Hold up. Can we hold over this level though and pull away? That's the key question here. Kind of lingering. We haven't got up to 10 cents yet. It's like it's not moving. Gotta give it time. It's probably gonna consolidate here. We haven't gotten over 10, so what I have to hope for, because I'm pretty late to the stock, is that we don't see the 5-minute drawdown, and at least for another 2-3 candles. If we can get green candles all the way to like 16, 17 cents, then I can definitely do pretty well. If not, you got to make sure to avoid a pullback. 9.8, 9.9. Nine six, 9.6, 9.7. Bro, if this stock only opens up, like I'd go crazy here. I'd find out the limits very quickly. Oh, bro, I gotta put on my hat. This ceiling light is killing me, killing my eyes here. 9.5, 9.5, 9.5, 9.5. 9.4, selling, 9.2, 9.1. 2.8. Ooh, wow. Okay. My order didn't even show up on the ask. Okay. That's interesting. It's pretty liquid, this stock. It's actually pretty liquid. See, but are we gonna get that massive 5-minute pullback here? If that's the case, the stock could be done already. So is there a high of day scanner for penny stocks? Da, 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 da. Penny top gappers. Small cap high of day momentum needs to include the penny stocks. Oh shoots. Why did I do? Oh my gosh, it's already up. Wow, I'm gonna miss that massive red to green. Well, I let my guard down there for a little bit. Holy smokes. Okay. Oh wow. Taking 9-3. Freaking, this is a lot of shares though. Missing that red to green was not good. Oh, that did not go according to plan. On missing that red to green was a bit of a problem, but you know, we'll keep watching. Still got to get over 10 cents. Over 10 cents. Bro, okay, all right. Gotta be patient. Running out of patience here. I gotta be patient. We've been in a consolidation for the most part here since I showed up, so still waiting. This thing is not moving enough. It's just too sideways. So still waiting for the next uptrend. Hopefully it comes. If we can get to like 16 cents, it would be pretty impressive. And that move from five, this move right here is what I needed. This now it's kind of been more sideways. And two. There's a lot of buying, but it's not moving. Come on, man. No double bottom, no bounce. Still watching. 8-6, 8-6, 8-7. Can't wish for free commission, brother. You gotta try to find a way to make it happen. You gotta make it happen. All right, okay. This one is I'm too late to the show here. Needed another big push. This is only showing it as a gap, which is not really super useful. Uh, it's good for the morning. You know what? When I do, I'm gonna check out I'm gonna also check out stocks.io more. And then when I make this video, I think I'm gonna make it with all three, like a versus battle. Market is dead, man. How's the rest of the team doing? How are you guys doing in the chat? How are you guys doing on the YouTube stream? It's been so slow the last 2 weeks. I'm gonna post a poll in the chat as well as the live stream. This is how you know it's slow. I'm making a poll. Like, when's the last time we did this? I've also found myself talking more because of this slow momentum. Let's see what the people are saying. Pre-market. Pre-market has been good. You have to trade pre-market. I wish the COVID market was back. Does anyone know what hardware he's using to make trades? So I'm using Charles Schwab, Thinkorswim. Think or Swim is the software that I'm using. Well, hardware wise, I have a, what is this? A Dell Gaming 6 PC. Here, I'm gonna make the poll. Rex up $64. Way to go. Oh, where am I clicking? Like hard. Okay, so. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So right here it says one share. Yes, it does. So if you notice, if I click on this window right here, it then highlights as blue, signifying that this is where my mouse cursor is, and I'm on this window. So if I buy here, so I have hotkeys, right? I have hotkeys programmed into the software to buy whatever share size is in the window, and I have multiple windows. For example, there's this one right here, and then there's even other ones on other screens that I have. So despite this one only having one by default, the other screens, for example, I have bigger size up on the other screens. That's why that's been happening. Yeah, these are all. This essentially is called an active trader, and it's also an order entry window as well, along with the chart. And I have like, what was that, I have 8 of them in total, of which 2 are showing on the YouTube screen, and the other ones is what I really use to like place the trade. These are really for me just to really see the chart, as well as for the audience to see the chart for the 1 and 5 minute. Hotkeys on Thinkorswim primarily. I do have DAS, and I have a list of crazy intuitive hotkeys. If anybody wants, you can message me in the chat. I can send it to you. Marcelo sent me a list of crazy hotkeys, man. Like I don't even like use a fraction of them. For me personally, I don't utilize the Thinkorswim level 2 because I don't think it's as good. It's decent, but I don't think it's as good. in the way it's displayed. I think DAS is displayed a little bit better. Um, yeah, it's just like a little easier for me to read. And I don't use the active trader ladder at all. Like it's rare that I will use the ladder to do anything. PONY, it's been a bit of a higher float, I believe, kind of just slowly grinding up. Not much volatility there for me to get involved. Yeah, but the DAS hotkeys are more intuitive, depending on how your trade style is. You can sell half, quarters. You can put offsets. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do. Thinkorswim hotkeys are more straightforward, more simple. Hey, buy X amount of buy market, sell, buy the ask, sell the ask. Buy the bid, sell the bid. Some people use the buttons. They're called hot buttons. It kind of depends on maybe what you're used to or what you prefer. I used to use the buttons before. I felt like I could have done better with the hotkey, so I switched over, and I never really went back to the buttons. I'll still use it though to flatten my position from time to time, or a fair amount of the times actually. Just one more said he's up 670, finishing the day. Nicely done. Cav, red 310. Cobra direct access, any thoughts? I believe Cobra is primarily for short selling, from what I've heard, but the main thing is to definitely check out a couple tutorials on YouTube, a couple of reviews, see if it's a platform you might like, and if you like it and if you like what you're seeing, then you give it a shot. Lightspeed as well, same thing. I've never used those platforms, but you hear a lot of good things about the speed of what you can execute, and there are commissions, of course. There's smaller commissions. I think like $2 in, $2 out, or maybe less. Do you have certain share size ranges for certain price points? Let's say 1 to 2 to 5. Yes, that is true. So for example, here on this particular stock, ticker symbol AGMH, I'm using 95,000 shares in and out at one time, and I went up to like closer to 200,000 on one position. I wouldn't be taking 95,000 shares on a stock at like $2. In fact, the most size I took at a stock at $2 it's only been like 30,000. And I'm saying only because I know you can, depending on how aggressive you're being, you can push more. I think up it depends. There's certain factors, right? It isn't just a hard answer, because there can be two stocks, both at let's say 5, where one of them I'm more inclined to use 10,000, and the other one I wouldn't go over maybe 5,000, right? It kind of depends still on the spreads, the fills, and how volatile the ticker symbol is. Some stocks will trade with a tighter spread, even though they're more expensive at $10 than some stocks at 6. So and the volatility, how quickly can we go up and down? Some stocks within a period of like 5 or 10 seconds, the stock is up $1 a share, back down $1 a share, and back up again. And you got to ask yourself, how realistic is it to get filled a massive 10, 20,000 share position when the stock is moving? I mean, you're at the mercies of the seas, especially if you're trying to use a market order. So there's a lot of variables that will go into what share size I use on a particular symbol. Let's see. Looking in the sofa for change. So in the chat room, we had 35 votes, of which 51% of people are green, so that's good. 26% red, 9% saying no trade day, and 14% are break even. In the chat room, Those are the results. So on YouTube, we have 38% of people green, 32% of people red, 20% saying no trade day, and another 10% break even. Zach, one of those people saying no trades today. Did I look at the wrong stock? Oh, no, I think I didn't. Okay, I'm good. This is all part of the deal, though. This is just a normal thing. If you're now tuning into the channel for the first time, the slower patches, they'll happen. It's all about keeping it tight, taking it slow, keeping it manageable, staying flat. If you can be green in these type of times, it's great. That is excellent news for anybody. Because what sets you up, if you're green every single day in this type of market, when the next hot market comes around, you're going to be flying high. If you're red in this market, you might have to dig yourself out of a smaller hole. Hopefully the hole's not too deep. For me right now, I'm in a drawdown of 3K, which it's not a bad drawdown, but still you want to always, be closer to that all-time highs and just, even small green. In hindsight, I was up $500, and then I, was looking to hold that trade a little longer. If I can go back in time and slap myself above the head, I'll say, hey, take this $500, shut it down, and get the heck out of here. In a perfect world, that's what would happen. In this world, I'm red $100 after getting caught into the flush. This is the beautiful thing though with the strategy, is that as long as we're willing to be disciplined and adjust to what the market is telling us, we don't have to lose money. We do not have to lose money by any circumstance. You can always size down, mitigate, and manage risk. So even if it's not working for a prolonged period of time, you can go sideways. AGMH is back at 9 cents. The number one thing that can cause us to lose, despite the market being a little slower, is if we have too much ego and pride, and we refuse to size down, we refuse to take less trades, we refuse to shut it down early. I've been there, done that, not going back. And then you start to feel the weight of the market on you when you don't have to. And the market is bigger than any one of us, so we kind of have to play by the rules. And if we don't, it's merciless. Merciless markets. Not a bad pullback there, actually. I haven't really taken a lot of huge positions. Like on a $10 stock, I think the biggest position was maybe 10,000 shares, 12,000 maybe. I can't remember exactly. But it's rare for me to go over 10,000 on a stock at $10, $12. But in the next hot market, though, we will be pushing the limits. I need to see 16K size on a stock at 12 bucks. And the risk will be gigantic. Enormous risk. I'll have on my big boy pants for sure. You know, when you look back at your P&L and you see you're up 15,000, but then the other side of it is you can look back and then you're down 10K and then you feel like an idiot. And then you say, why did I get so aggressive there? But, you know, we know beyond that is that you're looking to push the boundaries and it was an A quality setup. Oh, come on. On. And the third time was the charm. I didn't take it. Third time. Nice bounce, too. You know, these penny stocks are very different because you move 2/10 of a penny and it's a nice bounce. Come on. Is it going to go all the way? It's a little high. A little higher than I would have liked. Come on. We know you can. 9-7. Come on. If it's going to go for high day, this will be a good attempt here. We're 3/10 of a cent away. I probably should have held that position too. I just had. That was a good position. I just wanted more of an immediate move. Yep, I could have been holding that nice position, man. Look at this. bought up most of the sellers. Come on, come on, you can do this. Show us 10 cents. Come on. Show us over 10 cents. Chasing it. Can we see it? It needs to be instant. 9-8, 9-8, 9-9, 10, 10-1, 10-2. If we hold, I'm going to add. Can we hold? Adding. Adding like a madman at the highs. Show me 10-3. Selling is too much, brother. Adding like a madman at the highs. You know, it's like the break and hold the whole dollar, but it did not go. We're actually seeing resistance here. Well, we broke the level and now we're seeing resistance, which is... We got rid of all the big sellers on the initial push. Now we'd want to see this level become support. Can we make new highs? To 11 cents. Time. Can't afford to really break down here. If we break down, it's like a rejection. Come on. I should have sold that for a win. Rejecting the highs. For the cup and handle to work here, it's like we need to be higher than this high of day. If not, this is just rejecting the highs. In other news, at least the large caps are doing well, I believe. Ay, ay, ay. Gosh. Will we see a bottoming wick on this 5-minute candlestick? Markets are slow. My Lakers are cooked. What a week. Last week. It's a good recovery here. We're getting that bottoming wick. At least into the new candle, at least. Curling up. Interesting that the position is actually selling in like chunks. A lot of selling. 9-4. Sometimes you got to be the person to send it, bro. And I could have sent that 9.9. I'm surprised that it's back at 10, but you know, we'll get through 10 this time. Gotta be the first. Okay, 10-1, 10-1. 10, 10. Can we hold? Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Four, five, four, five, four, five, four, four, three, four. Five. It's holding here, which is great. Bro, we gotta push through 11. Come on, open up some more. Shit. It's going crazy here. This is actually a big move. 12. It's opening up. This is if a $10 stock is going to 11, 12. The dip is, which means the flush is going to be aggressive too. But can we see something? We're going to keep going. 19, 19. I'm keeping it tight, keeping it tight. 18, or 11-8, 11-8. I gotta say it right now. 11-8, 11-7, 11-6, 11-6, 11-6, 11-6, 11-7. Break of 12, break of 12, break of 12. Come on, come on. Bro, if this stock only was to open up to like 30 cents or something, bro, it would be a 20,000 day immediately. It's struggling here at 12 cents. This is good. If this pullback holds up nicely, this will be great. It could go to like 14, 15. Seems like a lot of sides to be checking to see if this dip is holding, but I guess. 11-3. 11-2. Shit, my ad is high. Are we gonna go? Oh, gonna go. There's buyers coming in. Can we see over 12 though? Is gonna be the key. There's actually a lot of people still buying it, so it could go up to like 15. 11.6. Yeah. People are buying, brother. But can the range remain tight to the downside? Can the downside risk remain limited? Shoots. I'm gonna take a loss there. Now it's moving quick, man. All right, that's fine. That's good. That's good news. I gotta make sure I don't miss moves though. Like, you gotta be quick. So 11.7. Can we try again through 12? I'm gonna add because I think we're gonna go. I'm gonna just take the add. Can we see 11? Can we see 12? Ah, oh, come on. Come on, come on. You can do it. You can do it. We should see 13. Come on, come on, come on. See, that wasn't a smooth experience through 12 there. As long as we hold above 12 here, I think that's the key. Come on. Holding this diamond hands. Show me 13. Show me 13. Oh. Showing me a loss. This is fine. Oh, yeah, come on. I gotta stay focused. Don't you do it. You know what? I'm just gonna chase it if it does. I can't let it go without me, so I'm gonna have to buy the highs if I need to. No. Come on. Oh, man. It's kind of dicey up here. 12.2, 12.10, 12.10. The new candles, 40 seconds out. Twelve four. Chasing it. Oh, come on. 13, 13, 13. Brutal, brutal. And it's right back up. Come on. Do not let us down now. Can we see 13? Bro, it's like, it's just so choppy compared to the last push. Why hold so high if we're gonna have trouble? In that position, the very first break of 12.5 that I chased, I sold immediately for gains, and it's back down before I can get out. I feel like I'm getting sluggish because I should have already been in there, and I'm like thinking too much about the entry. And that's brutal. 1 minute candle. Can we make the new high? You know what? I wanted to buy like 2, 3 times right there, but I couldn't do it the way I played out. But I should have held though. I mean, look at that, 13. Do I dare chase it? I think I will. And I will not be rewarded. It moved up so quick. I wanted to be in there like 3 times, but right idea, the execution not so much. Bit of a churn here though, or grind, let's say. 13.10, 13.30. Yeah, okay. It might be time to call it. Bro, that dip was nice though, man. I think the first red candle on the 5 minute is gonna be it. It's gonna be the backside. Not guaranteed, but you know, no one can get caught in anything major. Hey man, what a nice sweet dip. Well, at least we got something out of this day. But yeah, you gotta be careful of the fees on these type of stocks. Gosh, at least like 400 in fees right now. 12.3 for the lows right there. Every time I let my guard down thinking move is going to pull back more, it just curls right back up. Cactus. No walking until you get a haircut. And let's get to 15, 16. Or is that it? slacking on hitting the buy button. Why? Can we get over 13 here though? 12.8. Kind of, I should have been in there, man. I think I would have given it a chance. Right, I think this might do it. I think this might do it. Well, at least you were able to pull something out of the market today. Bro, I mean, the time will come again, man. It's okay. The time will come again when stocks like this are going from 11 cents to 30 cents for weeks on end. And we will be here to milk every single cent. And we're going to use way more size than this too. Still think this has been moderate size. Give it 5 more minutes. But until then, be sure to hit the thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up and hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Also remember our disclaimer, day trading is risky business. Day trading is risky. Do not trade with money that you cannot afford to lose. It is currently 70 degrees and sunny here. Actually, you know what? Today's Monday. I gotta go. Oh, man. Of course, I gotta go see my my CPA today. Actually, this might not be bad. I think I might go to this where he's located. There's like a nice diner, steak and eggs. That's gonna be brunch today. Steak and eggs brunch, and then Taxman, the good old Taxman. Alright, I think that's gonna do it. Catch you guys later. Stay safe, stay green, hit the thumbs up. I plan to make a video today. Just going to the CPA is gonna put me behind schedule. I should still be able to do it. Um, a recap, probably no recap today. No recap this entire week. No recap this entire week unless there's something astronomical happens. But yeah, stay safe, stay green. I'll catch you guys later. I guess I can give a quick summary of the day here. Pretty much a slow day for the most part here with all our watch list stocks until this penny stock AMGH came along. We were able to make 2K on this one, and we were red 300 before, so that'll give us around 1600 in gains. There's another like 400 in fees. In fact, I can check. Does the app show it, or do I have to log into the website? I can check on the app. If the app doesn't have the accurate P&L, it's fine. But there's at least like $400 in fees. So it's like a 1200. Let's just say 1K day, just for the sake of it. Yeah, let's just go with that. So it's a 1K day. We'll take the green. You know, trading this much size, there's more fees associated with it, despite having free commissions. So yeah, the stock has over 1 billion shares. Of course, it's a 10-cent stock. You got a lot of people trading it, a lot of people with size, and there's for sure people who took like 5 million shares, accumulated size, things like that. You know. So yeah, hopefully you guys were able to capture something. Hopefully when I come back. Well, let me not say that, because, you know, I guess if it keeps going, you know, you guys are here to squeeze it like a lime. But yeah, you know, we'll see. I mean, it is still pretty bullish. You know, it could hold up this pullback and get right back into the highs again. But this is where I am shutting it down. Good old RT signing out. Out like south. You know that I actually do not use my order entry on DAS. Let me see. Let's see. Trade positions and where did that window pop up? I have no idea. Hold on. I gotta make sure I don't show my account number here. Hold up. I'll check it. Hold up. All right, I'm not sure why, but it's not showing me, like, it's whatever. It's fine. When I hit the positions window, it's like showing me everything except my closed P&Ls, and then in the config, I'm not seeing the column to add it. All good, but I don't like to. You know, I'll go to like white screen there because I want to be careful not to. I want to not, you know, show my account number if it pops up on this window, just to be safe. As a live streamer, as someone who's public, you got to be careful of those things if you ever decide to do anything like this. There's 500 people watching. there's a chance that 2 people, 3 people are waiting to get me. So if I'm working hard, they gotta work hard too. Can't be password and account number sitting on a silver platter for them to gain access, brother. That would be devastating. But anyhow, that's gonna do it. I'll take the green. I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys in the next one tomorrow again. Tomorrow again.